You're tuned in to the Kansas City Weather Report, your daily source for the latest local forecast right here in KC. Whether you're planning your commute, weekend barbecue, or just trying to figure out if you need that extra layer, Wes has you covered. So let's dive into today's forecast.
Welcome to the Kansas City Weather Report. I'm meteorologist Wes Peary. Today's Saturday, June 21st, and it's like technically the first full day of summer. And here's what's up with the weather. Summer began at 9:42 p.m. yesterday. Psych. Summer began when it got like into the 80s and it started to feel like 100 degrees outside yesterday. That's when summer began. It was our first 90-degree day of the year as well. And so I hope you enjoyed spring because summer's here. And, we'll just have to see if, the first day of summer with it only getting to 93, with it only getting to 93, with it getting to 93 is a precursor for how the summer went. I don't have much confidence that this is actually going to be like some insanely hot summer because, well, how spring went, which it was pretty nice, that may kind of give us a hint, and I think it is giving us a hint, that summer is just going to be, well, it's going to be hot. It's summer, but I don't think it's going to be outrageously hot. In fact, for the United States, the majority of it is forecasted to be warmer than average, but then at the same time, it's also forecast to be not as hot as last year. So a little bit of hope for you there. As far as today, I know you felt the humidity increased yesterday. We're just going to do it all over again. It's going to be about the same thing as yesterday. A little bit windier, though. And it was windy overnight. It's going to be just windy throughout the day, gusting 40 to 45 miles per hour. Temperatures this morning between 75 and 80. It'll be near 85 to 90 around lunchtime, and then slowly increase to about 90 to 95 for this afternoon. The heat index for the hottest part of the day will again be near about 100 to 105 degrees. Those of you living in a not-so-shaded area, like my neighborhood doesn't have much trees, unfortunately, it's going to be really hot. It'll be extra hot out there. Living like in town is going to be the hottest part. Like in the core of the Kansas City metro will be the hottest, the urban heat island. It won't be super pronounced, but just generally when you live near rocks and metal, it'll be extra hot. That is something that is positive of this little first heat wave of the summer is that it's coming with wind. Wind does two beneficial things. One, if you get in the shade, it cools you off. It evaporates the sweat off of your body. That's a cooling effect. And the second thing is it ventilates the city. We talked about the urban heat island, like the concrete, the metal, everything is slowly radiating heat. And so that ventilation at least pushes the heat away from the city and doesn't allow it to hang around and become stagnant. So there probably isn't going to be much of a pronounced urban heat island effect when you just look at things on a map, like graphically. So if you're super into weather, which you may be because you're listening to a weather podcast, you'll notice that with temperatures, it's not going to be a huge difference, especially during the overnights of the downtown and the outlying areas. There's probably still going to be a little bit warmer downtown, but it's not going to be 5 or 10 degrees. So we'll get through today, which again, 90 to 95. Sunday will probably again be in the lower 90s. Monday maybe in the lower 90s as a cold front starts to approach northwest Missouri and northeastern Kansas. That may give some rain for the folks up there. Hopefully those thunderstorms, those showers, which have a low chance of being severe, are really heavy, and they kick off a little outflow boundary, a little miniature cold front from rain-cooled air, and then gets closer to us. That may give us some clouds, may give us a shower or a thunderstorm as well. But we'll get like the chance of that happening on Monday, and we get to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and into next weekend. That front gets a little closer, and it may eventually get through by the end of the week, and it may sit nearby us as well. But in any event, it's probably going to be near 90 degrees through Wednesday, maybe even through Thursday or Friday, depending when this front actually makes it through. Once we get past this weekend, however, the heat index is not going to be as crazy hot. It still could be 95 to 100, but what it was yesterday and today of about 105, I think it's going to be less likely we encounter heat quite that hot. And I know 100 and 105 are both really hot, but I'm trying to give us some wins here. I'm trying to give us a little bit of cool air to look forward to. So just take it easy, drink some water, stay inside. We did an interview, or my colleague Caitlin Canute was interviewing kids at the KC Current match last night, and she was like, "How do you stay cool?" And this kid answered, "I just stay chill." That's all you got to do, guys. Don't worry about sweat. Don't worry about water. Just stay chill, and you'll be just fine. Thanks so much for joining me for this edition of the Kansas City Weather Report. You can find me on social media at West Weather. Have a good one.